Hey YouTube, it's Old Prime 13 coming at you with another Transformers video review. Today we're going to be taking out the Dr. Wu 2-pack of Beetlehorn and Smoke Dust, which is their take on Bombshell and Smokescreen. So we'll start with a quick look at the box. Got some nice artwork there, those two. On this side we got Smokescreen. On this side we got Bombshell, words. On this side we got our logos, on this side we got our legal jargon, and on the back, we do have a small product shot. So there is that. Keep dropping it. And we do get, they both do come with a collector card, so we get that same artwork there again on those. And then on the back we do get our tech specs with some product shots, and they do look nice. So there are those. And then we also get their lovely instruction booklets. So there we have Smokescreen, and here we have Bombshell. So there are those. And we'll take a quick look here at Bombshell first. He does have the toy coloration, not the animation coloration with the gray chest, which I think is a little bit of a bummer. I do like the gray chest, how it makes him stand out a little bit from his brothers, but it's not a huge deal. But yeah, we do have some nice silver there for the head, some red on the eyes, some yellow for the chest with some silver accents there. Comes with his little blaster. So there is that. And here we have Smokescreen in his vehicle mode, and they did make his bumper a little bit boxier than the other ones, which I think is cool that they, went in that little extra step there. Instead of just making them all exact copies, they did keep some of those small details in there, and he does have his own little cannons here as well. Some nice blue and white on the sides, and red over the top with black for those windshields. Does look nice. So there's that. So for some quick comparisons, here we have Bombshell next to his Dramatic Capture Legacy version, and you can see that one is the gray chest I mentioned. And then we also have the movie version of his G1 reissue that came out at Walmart, I think last year, maybe the year before. I lost track. But yeah, there you can see how he stacks up with some of his recent interpretations. Well, one of them's not really recent, it's a reissue, but I don't have many smoke screens, so again we are going to use Dead Prowl as a stand-in, just to see how he stacks up against a modern official mold. So there's that. Get these two out of here. But yeah, nice little dudes. And as far as articulation for Bombshell goes, I do believe, yes, he does have a swivel for his head. The horn is on a hinge, but that's more for transformation. We do have ball jointed shoulders, and we do get a backwards butterfly due to the transformation. We do have elbow ball joints for the elbows, ball joints for the hips. We do get a waist rotation, and we do get 90 degrees at that knee. So there's that. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and start with their transformations now. And so for Bombshell, we are just going to take away that little gun, and then we are going to rotate this piece all the way back and rotate his head 180. We are going to bring his arms back on those shoulder joints, and you can see there is a little tab on his shoulder here, right here, and there's a little slot here on his back, and those are just going to go into those slots. I want to rotate his arms so the bug legs are facing outwards in the same way as the shoulders. Then we want to open up these panels on the back of his legs, and I do believe, actually I think we need to turn the waist and then do all that, but yeah, we want to rotate the waist around and fold these legs all the way over, and then we can just bring these together. You can see that there's a tab slot here in the middle. Just bring those together, and we are going to leave these panels out to the side. So when we put the arms back, you can see that there is a little tab on his arm. It's feeling kind of blurry in here today. There's a little tab there and a little slot on the leg panel. So as you bring this all together, that will tab together. Come on, there we go. Then you can just rotate this bug leg around like so, and we're going to do that for the other side as well. Bring that around, bring the little bug leg out. Make sure that this is all tabbed together. And there we have him in his little stag beetle mode. Hooray! Now the horn does feel a little bit short, but I can understand why they didn't want to make a tiny little piece like that super long. So I'm not too worried about it. I think that was for the better, honestly. But we'll put him down, and now we will transform Smokescreen into robot mode. So again, transformation for these guys is the same. So you want to pop the hands off of those pegs and bring the arms out. Rotate them forward into place. Then we are going to wiggle these doors loose. Bring them out. Fold that panel out to complete the door. Bring this out. Fold it up. Fold that out to complete the door. Separate the legs from the back. And then we can just bring this whole assembly down, fold this panel backwards, bring the windshield up and against his back. Then we can just straighten out his legs, rotate them around, flip out these heels. These ones are a lot tighter than the others. There we go. And then we can just separate those legs and bring in his gun. Again, it's the same gun as the other ones. And just plug that into his hand, and there we have Smokescreen in his robot mode. And quickly, just to go over his articulation, it is again the same. We do get a swivel at the head, be a little easier without the cannons there, but we get a hinge at the shoulder and a ball joint as well. We do have a hinge at the elbow, 90 degrees. Do get that waist because of the transformation. Ball jointed hips. We do get 90 degrees at the knee, and you can angle the foot and heels however you so choose. So there's that. And now for a couple more comparisons. Here is Bombshell with his legacy counterpart, which is this time in the same colors. So you can see how they stack up together. And here is Deluxe Earthrise Prowl for a modern comparison. And I do have one other Smokescreen, being the Masterpiece mold, so you can see how that stacks up. So yeah, not bad at all. They do look good. And again, these are just nice fun little figures. I really do enjoy the Doctor Wu stuff. And yeah, obviously I recommend them. They're great for little desk transformers. They're great for, you know, keeping in your pocket if you want that. And of course they do scale great with Titans, which I think is one of the main draw points that people have for these. But overall, I do really recommend all of these. Dr. Wu does good stuff. And again, they're not too hard on the wallet. I mean, they're still, you know, a decent, they're still kind of pricey for their size, but they're not as bad as some other Legends scale figures. Well, these are micro scale, but still, I really like them. I really do recommend them. And yeah, that's the 3 Dotson brothers and the 3 main Insecticons, but I will be doing the Lambo molds, which are not really brothers, but, and then the Deluxe Insecticon molds, with the exception of the Venom, because they have not released that one yet. But I think that's all I got to say for this review, so I'll go ahead and wrap this up. And this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.